This is an introduction into a new part of the site. Now let's give you a little bit of background. A few months ago, Ulster Bank told us what their plans were to provide even more supports for SMEs in the marketplace. They also kind of indicated that they were very anxious to put supports in place for startups and for early stage companies. And we kind of went away to see how we could support that initiative. We went away and we came up with a syllabus based on all the conversations, an aggregation of all the conversations that were happening on the site for the last 12 or 18 months. So literally, I think we had 19 modules.
666 slides, to be exact.
So it was becoming obvious to us that this wasn't going to work. It was didactic, it was too large, too heavy. It was a bit lectury and preachy, and it just really wasn't what Small Business Can was about. And to be fair, the syllabus that we were coming up with, it's being done better elsewhere. You know, go to incubation centres, go to county enterprise boards, go into local support services for business, and I'm sure they would find you a course on the machinations of setting up a business that would have been 10 times better than what we were coming up with. So we decided to go back to principles and let's look at our brand. And we're about helping each other. We're about sharing war stories, sharing challenges, sharing insights, networking. It's a place where you're not alone. You know, that lonely journey that's traditionally been associated with starting a business. It doesn't have to be like that. Certainly not in Small Business Can, where there's 15,000 other business people willing to help. So that was the back to basic principles that we decided to look at when coming up with this course. So we started again, and we've done it differently.
What we've done is, rather than giving you those 666 slides, we have cut it up into 10 modules, and rather to being prescriptive, we have been spending the last day on recording on what we think are the key subjects that are relevant to a startup. It's 2-3 minutes on sort of key issues you need to address, and then what you will find is underneath the videos will be PDFs where you can, where they'll actually not tell you what to do, will ask you the right questions that you need to address. There's an opportunity to, it's the ask button where you can ask the people in the Small Business Can community any type of question you want. You can post your own articles, you can look at war stories, it's linked into articles. So trying to make it as open and as transparent, it's probably not the word, but to make it as open and as accessible and as easy as possible. And what we would urge you to do is use it, ask the questions, because I think the most effective way of learning is asking other entrepreneurs who've been there of how they did it, and post your own stories, because we're particularly interested in the experience of other startups and how they've done it. So I urge you to use the site, use Small Business Can, and give us your feedback. So if you fundamentally disagree with the things we've been talking about, fantastic, send us a video and we will post it.
We're going to try and make as much information as we can in terms of checklists and lists of questions and guidelines which are going to help you challenge your whole business plan, your business proposition, as well as kind of, you know, templates to help you maybe build a proposition in the first place. If there's stuff that you don't agree with, if there's stuff that you think is better, if you can supplement some of the guidelines that are on our site, let us have them, because this is about building a library, it's about building shared wisdom. So hopefully, and it's a never-ending journey. This is the start of something that we hope will continue to build over months and years to come, so that anybody thinking of starting a business in Ireland will be able to come onto the Small Business Can Growth Centre, look at the startup proposition and say, whoa, you know, I can learn a lot here because I'm learning from people that have been through this. Some have failed and are willing to share their experiences. A lot have made it and are more than willing to, again, share their successes and the mistakes they made in the journey.